Okay, so this one is a quick little introduction to Elementor, which is a page design tool really, which helps you come up with slightly more creative pages than the standard WordPress editor does. So let's go, for example, to the home page, which I can't find. Let's find it. It's on there. Page 2, welcome to, and we'll click on welcome to Green Street Blues, and you get presented with this screen. Click on edit with Elementor, and it loads, and you get presented with an image of what the reader would see on the screen, and on the left hand side a number of widgets that you can import into the page. Let's scroll down the bottom. This is the only section which doesn't appear on the front page, obviously, and it enables you to add a different section. An element to the page. Let's, for example, say we wanted to add an image. So over at the top here, let's first of all add 2 columns. So you just drag, click, hold, drag to that area, and you get presented with 2 columns. Go back to click on that 9 dotted square. And let's say we want to put an image in on the right hand side, drag the image icon across, and the big grey image gets presented there, and on the left hand side you can see you can edit and import an image. So let's choose an image by clicking on the grey image box, and let's go and let's find, for example, a nice group one like that one. Click on it, insert media, and the image is inserted. Let's say we want to add some text now. We've got the text editor, drag that in, and it inserts just a bit of filling text. Now if you want to see this in a little bit more detail or on a bigger screen, just hover above that grey line that borders the 2 areas, click and hold, and you can enlarge the text editor. And let's enlarge, it'll go off my screen, but you can enlarge the or decrease the size of your browser window anyway. And then let's go back to that text box there. By just clicking on the area you can edit it, click on the photograph you can edit it, click on back on there you can edit it, click there you can edit that bit. So it's all very easy to navigate around, and then you can insert the, if I could type, text you want to here. You might have written it in a Word document and you want to import it. If it is a Word document and not Pages or other word processors, but Word is fairly common. Word has lots of hidden codes in there, so you want to get rid of that. So you can just go to paste as text, click on that, and anything you now copy and paste from Word, all those hidden codes get stripped out and enable you to style the text using the text editor, bold, italic, underlined, etc., etc., without having all the hidden Microsoft code that you don't want in there. And let's just, for example, just the same as using the old WordPress editor as before. If you want to change the column size, hover above that dashed line, drag appropriately, or however you want to do it. Gives you a lot of flexibility, lots of control. We've got 2 other icons at the top here. Style, you can a whole host of things here, but you can center the text, you can right justify it, left justify, or fully justify, as it were. You can change the text color down here. Let's turn it blue. Well, let's turn it green. And you can also have a look at the typography, change the size of the text, change the weight of the text, so you can embolden it heavily or you can make it very thin and light, perhaps a little bit over thin and light. Let's go back to default. You can transform it, uppercase, lowercase, capitalize or normal. You can style it normal, italic, oblique. You can underline it, overline it, line through or none. Change the line height. Change the letter spacing. So there's a whole load of different things you can do. There is a danger that you go overboard and change every single text element, something different. I suggest you don't do that. You just keep it simple and easy to read, basically, and keep the consistency across the entire website. So possibly you only want to won't want to alter that at all. The advanced one, again, probably don't want to. You can add a background colour to it though. You might want to highlight it. Let's go to the colour. Nice grey text. Nice grey behind. Let's up that a little bit so we can see it. And so you can highlight a little bit of text if you want to draw people's eye to it by doing things like that. You might also want to give it a little bit of padding, so actually have the words with a bit of space around them. So I'm just giving that a padding of 5 all the way around, 7. You might want to change the padding on just the top and bottom. At the moment, all those, whatever you put in one box, will be reflected across there. You might want to unlink them, and for example, the top one you might want to have a little bit more space. For sake of argument, we put 30 pixels space in there. Update it. And then if you want to preview the change, you can obviously see it there. Generally speaking, it's pretty accurate, but you might want to preview the change. So click on that little icon at the, I'll go back there to that preview change icon there, little eye, it'll open a new tab and you can scroll down and see that we've added that in there. I'll go back and delete that. So you might want to say, actually, I don't want that. You can delete the whole section by removing that section, hovering over there. You can also right click and delete. You could right click on an individual element and delete it. That's gone. You can delete those 2 columns. You've just got the section and I'm just deleting the section. It's probably worthwhile if you're going to think you're going to be designing new pages is I've updated it so that will now reflect the change on the front end. That's all gone again. And to get out of the Elementor element, you go to those 3 lines at the top, exit to dashboard, and you go back to the previous page. It's probably worth having a play if you think you're going to do that. I've set up a test page. You can play with that, set your own test page up, and I'm going to just make that draft so it's not searchable, but have a play, all very easy-ish.